Hey guys, so today I wanted to do a review of the new movie Joker. I know it's not super new by the time I'm reviewing this, but yeah, I saw it like last weekend and I can't stop thinking about it. Like it was like such a like scary and kind of disturbing movie, but like it was like the perfect origin story for Joker. I think any like huge Batman fan will love it, especially if you like the Joker. When The Dark Knight first came out, sorry, I just took a sip of water, so if my makeup's messed up, that's why. But when The Dark Knight first came out, I was like so excited to see it because like I was like finally I want to like know more about the Joker. Like I know a lot about Batman, but like let's find out more about the Joker. And like I kept on asking my mom like, well, how did he start, like what did he do? And yeah, I feel like this movie, like I like that it's a Joker movie. Batman villains are actually like what I would say scares me the most. Like I don't know why, but like the Michael Keaton Joker, like not Michael Keaton Joker, but Jack Nicholson's Joker, that like whole storyline really disturbed me when I watched it. Like I don't know why, it feels really real to me and I don't like it. And I feel like that Joker like scares me more than this Joker, even though this was a scarier movie. But like that, I don't know, he always freaked me out because he's just like a regular person that just something got messed up and like now he's the Joker and he's like this like horrible villain, and that's pretty much what this movie shows. And like the really sad thing is that like he's not a horrible person. Like throughout the movie I like kind of felt for Arthur. Like you know, he had a lot of bad circumstances. Gotham was not a good place to live like at all. And like it was like part of like, you know, this Gotham City like thing. And the whole like Gotham City thing seemed to be very like distraught and like terrible. Like if you watched like when they showed the clips of the Murray Franklin show, like at the end it said in beautiful downtown Gotham City, and it's like there is nothing beautiful about Gotham City. Like it is like trash pretty much. And it seemed like what's his name? I can't think of what Batman's dad's name is, but Mr. Wayne, I'm gonna call him. He, you know, he didn't do a very good job of like keeping it intact, and I think he tried to, but he was like very out of touch with what happens in Gotham, and you know, maybe he wasn't, maybe he was just like ignoring it for whatever reason, but I don't know. I didn't get a very good impression of the Wayne family from this, other than, you know, Batman himself, but I mean, like young Bruce Wayne, he's not Batman in this movie. But I don't know, it was just kind of sad. Throughout the whole movie, like I had heard, I guess there are going to be some spoilers here. But like the movie's been out for enough time that I think, you know, if you're watching this movie, it hopefully won't get too spoiled for you. Um, but I had heard that like this movie was very, very dark and like that people like left the theater just feeling bummed out about it. And like I can understand that. I don't think it was as dark as I was thinking it was going to be. But like throughout the whole movie, I was expecting that they were going to kill Bruce Wayne as a child and then there would be no Batman and it would just be like the Joker's reign and that would be horrible. And like that didn't happen. But you still got the feeling that like it was the Joker's reign and it was really not good at all. Because like people were siding with the Joker and like he's a crazy person, and like Arthur wasn't even really taking this political opposition. It just all kind of happened randomly. He wasn't doing anything to like oppose Gotham City. He just happened to kill like the one percenters, and yeah, that happened to work for Wayne Enterprises. He didn't do that because they worked at Wayne Enterprises. He did it to, you know, defend himself. And that's kind of like how he did everything. Like if anybody wronged him, he kind of defended himself by killing them, and he didn't need to, obviously. I don't think he was in any sort of danger from these people at the moment when he, you know, did what he did, but it was upsetting. And there are a lot of scenes that like I can't get out of my head, and I actually wrote like a whole blog post about that, and I wrote that pretty much right after I saw the movie, so like that's probably like more detailed and more like in depth as to what the movie was about and what these specific scenes were about. So if you really want to dissect that, definitely take a look at that. But yeah, I feel like I'm like choking from like talking too much because it's the third video I'm filming in a row. And, you know, sometimes I get a little winded from that, but it's not like the Joker choking at his laughter tick thing, but you can maybe think of it like that, because that's a little bit, you know, of an added bonus for this video then, I guess, to make it a little more jokery. But yeah, I really liked this movie. It probably was my favorite movie of the year, like, except for maybe, I really like Spider-Man Far From Home too. But like those two very different movies, both comic book movies too, but like both very good and both had like scenes that I couldn't stop thinking about. So that was a really good movie. Yeah, anyway, I might have more on on Joker. I really like when I got out of the movies, I told my boyfriend, I'm like, I don't know if I could watch that again. That was like really hard to watch because I was very tense in the movie and I was like squeezing his hand like a lot throughout the scenes. And like he like noticed that and he's like, you get really tense when you see suspenseful movies, and I'm like not scared by it, but I'm just like very like thrilled by it because like I feel like that's a really good sign too when I'm not like predicting the movie's end or anything. I'm just like on the edge of my seat because like I feel like I do predict a lot of ends to movies because, you know, I'm a writer, so I kind of know how things are supposed to go in movies, and this I don't think went how it was supposed to go, but it was also like I don't know, it was just so good. And there were so many moments that you're like, why did they do that? Like the scene where Joker puts himself in the fridge. I've never seen that in a movie before. Just like a scene of him just like going into the fridge. Like, this is me going into the fridge. Like, no, that doesn't happen in movies. Like, what? So yeah, I was pretty amazed by that. I thought it was a great movie overall, and I was like, when I got out of the theater, as I was saying before, I told my boyfriend, I'm like, I don't know if I want to see that movie again. It was very hard to watch. Then I'm like, I want to get the DVD and watch it like every day of my life at the same time. So I probably will watch it a bunch more times because it was a really good movie. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's very hard to watch, very scary. So like, make sure your kid is like, but maybe don't take your kids to this. I feel like it's very disturbing. If your kid's like 16, 15 even, like see it with them, but like it's an okay movie. That's it for this review. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye.